The final chance this evening for Filipino fans to see one of their own fighting, and Eustachio is more than able to send them home happy, but his opponent today is just as capable.
Nice wide stance from Suba.
Yeah, very wide. The taller man, I guess he can afford to do that.
Yeah, that reach is going to come into so many different variables. You know, when you look at two strikers like this, you know, but the way that, you know, Jae uses that wushu push kick kind of can, you know, help balance that out a little bit. But all the hand exchanges, all the punch combinations that are going to happen, that reach is going to come a little bit into play.
Logically, you think the taller man will perhaps lose something around the midriff in terms of strength, and as he came in there with those long levers, Jae sent in a kick to the stomach as if to test that very possibility. Whoa. And then he switches it up with the right leg and takes one as well. What a nice exchange. Jae shakes his head as if to say, you didn't hurt me. More often than not, though. Oh, that's a good punch. Right hand. Really caught Jae there.
That's a nice combination. He came in with the left knee and followed it right up with a right hand, and then came back with another knee.
Really dinged his bell, didn't it?
Yeah, with a shorter opponent, those knees are going to be deadly. Jae's got to close the distance, but if he gets to the ground, the height's not going to make that big of a difference.
Could be very, very fun to watch this exchange of striking with fists and feet. Olivier Coste warning Jae not to grab the fence. He still had a little grab of it. Let go when Olivier came round and gets a warning. Very clear.
It's hard when you just put your hands on the cage. Your fingers just fall into the hole, so it looks like you're actually game grabbing the cage when you're really just trying to get your balance.
Subconscious thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a reaction.
But Olivier warned him, and then he grabbed straight away and then pulled his fingers out as soon as Olivier came within sight of it. So I think Olivier realizes that maybe he had to be firm.
You can hear Suba's corner just screaming, you go, you go. That is the entire game plan, is they want to be first. They want to jump on Eustachio and keep the pressure on him the entire fight. Because once Eustachio gets comfortable with those strikes, he's a dangerous man to contend with.
Well, you heard that slapping sound as that kick came in from Eustachio. Not sure that it landed clearly on the head. I think there was some hands there in between.
You just hear those body kicks.
Really?
They come so fast from Eustachio.
Well, that wasn't so smooth.
Nice footwork by Eustachio, constantly moving, takes out that lead leg of Suba, and Suba immediately switches stances. That inside leg kick had to hurt.
Seeing some nice striking now. These two looking to mix it up with fists and feet.
See, Eustachio's starting to get comfortable, and Gianni immediately changes up the game plan and goes for a takedown. Good defense by Eustachio, and he pulls him back up, spins him around. Now he's got him against the cage.
Jae's right arm trapped, unable to do anything with it unless he can wriggle free.
There's some possible trips here. But he's got to create some activity. He's got to be, you know, punching. He's got to be moving. He's got to be, you know, advancing the position. Otherwise, Olivier is going to break this. He's trying the outside trick there. He wrapped his leg around Gianni Suba's leg, but Suba just popped it out real quick. We got 30 seconds left in this first round. It's been a tough first round to call. It'll be interesting to see how Rich Franklin has the fight so far.
Final 20 seconds, the 7-4 Eustachio against the 7-1 Suba. Suba in the blue trunks, the taller man, getting his foot stomped on several times by Eustachio. Takes a knee to the thigh as well.
Man, those are tough, Steve. There's so many little tiny bones inside the foot.
Yeah.
And when you catch a heel to it, that can do some damage.
It's like a baseball team playing small ball rather than going for home runs. That's the kind of thinking man that Eustaquio is. He evades those swinging kicks. And
Nice.
if you want to assess exactly how that first 5 minutes went, you can't do much better than go over to Rich Franklin.
I'll tell you, at this point in time, I really like the way that Eustaquio, his game plan. He's got great timing in this fight. You can see that when Suba, especially when Suba threw the spinning back kick, like Eustaquio, he just wasn't there. So the first round has been all about the striking superiority for me. And he's way ahead. He's landing heavy body kicks, heavy inside leg kicks. Aside from the little bit of clinch work where Suba was landing some knees, and Eustaquio ended up getting warned for grabbing on the cage, the round has been his. So the fight was stopped here. Scorecards would be in Eustaquio's favor.
5 minutes gone, 10 minutes to go. You agree with that assessment, Mitch?
Yeah, Suba has, had the tendency to get sucked into his opponent's game. He tries to beat them at what they're best at rather than changing things up, and using different elements of mixed martial arts. So right now you can see from Rich Franklin's assessment, the striking is shifting, to Eustaquio. So really, we got to see something different in this round from Suba.
Guys, more action. All right, ready, fight!
Round two.
Work your way in. Let's go. Get inside.
Good counters there by Eustaquio.
Whoa.
Flashy feet thrown by Suba. He's trying to change it up, which is good.
Suba just had a really short right hand there that he almost landed with. Had he landed crisply, Eustaquio would have felt it, I can assure you.
Suba's changing back and forth between his stances, which makes it difficult for your opponent to get a read on you if you're constantly switching stances like that.
Eustaquio, as a Team Lakai member, will be very proficient at wushu. You can see that in the way he sends those legs up there.
He's also keeping that hand real low, Steve. So he's trying to throw the jab from a lot of different angles. You can see there he just came up real high with it in that jab. Just gonna give Johnny a different look at what he's doing.
Nice left hooks inside from Eustaquio, and he just avoided that knee that was raised up from the bigger man.
Suba's showing good footwork, good lateral movement. He's not just moving front and back. He's actually moving to the sides, left and right, changing stances. But he's just not initiating the strikes the way that he is. He's not putting combinations together. He's allowing Jehe to settle and set up these big strikes. Oh, nice counter by Jehe.
Heavy kicks. That shin landed to the side of Suba's head. Gurkha Warrior against Ingorot Warrior, and it's really warming up now. 3 minutes left in the second. And Suba just turns away, takes a little breather, licks his lips.
Yeah, that could have been a low blow. Just glanced the groin there. Nice little uppercut thrown by Eustaquio. That body shot is landing.
Jehe seems to be stepping up the pace slightly. Left hand from the Filipino.
I like how he faked that. He landed the body kick, faked it.
I think Jehe was questioning that one of the punches might have been to the back of the head there. I'm not sure. Wasn't happy about something.
Eustaquio's definitely got a very strategic game plan here as he's counter punching. He's waiting for Gianni to come at him, and then he's coming right back at it.
Nice short right hand from Eustaquio. Suba is changing stances almost habitually. Every few seconds, it seems. There we go again. Into the southpaw.
A new generation of strikers. They're learning how to fight both ways.
Right.
And it's like that, just that next evolution in what's coming from mixed martial artists. And that changes, that confuses you. You can't get your timing down. You can't get a read on what your opponent's doing. He just slipped there. didn't really get knocked down. He attempted the knee and just lost his footing a bit there.
Crowd really enjoying this one, and they're all behind Eustachio, who is looking fairly comfortable. I'm not saying he's winning by a large margin, but he's looking comfortable in there. Doesn't look anxious at all. Comfortable with the pace of the fight.
You know, you can hear the crowd just reacting to every single thing that Eustachio is doing, and that's got to have a little bit of effect on you, you know, when you're, you know, coming into hostile territory like this, and you're hearing the crowd. But Johnny Suba's a professional, so I'm sure he knows exactly what needs to be accomplished in there. Now he's going for a high, he's got that single leg. He's got to try to pull it in a little bit, or maybe he's transitioned to a high crotch. The defense is on the outside, so yeah, Eustachio easily spins him around.
Jay looking for the sweep, didn't come off, so both unsuccessful with the takedown.
We've got 30 seconds left in the second round here.
Another very absorbing contest, isn't it?
This round's a little bit more even. You know, they're both, you know, showing similar aspects to their game. It'll be interesting to see how the scoring turns out from this round when we jump over to Rich Franklin to see how he has it so far. Nice little attempt on the knee on the exit there by Suba.
And Jay just went for the eye-catching spinning kick there. Edward Folayang rushes in with the stool for Jay to sit down and take a breather.
Overall, you can see a lot of back and forth action. There's that nice kick that's landing to the body of Suba. And if we look at the scoring so far, Rich, where does it have? Will that second round change anything?
Not at all. This fight's all about the striking superiority once again. Jay in that round still landing those right hands, still landing those heavy kicks, coming in with 1-2 combinations and all that kind of stuff. He landed one really nice uppercut there. Suba's landed a couple punches here and there, the occasional left hand, the occasional knee or something like that. But as far as I'm concerned, I really like the footwork that Jay's using. He looks really comfortable out there. So if he doesn't get sloppy and get caught with something crazy, I see him running away with this fight in the last round and just continuing to increase his lead.
5 minutes then to consolidate what he has. Jay Eustachio.
Yeah, I got to agree. The footwork of Eustachio, the game plan that he's implementing is really impressive here against a high-level prospect like Gianni Suba.
What can this taller man do with quick hands and a long reach?
Yeah, he's got to put pressure, constantly coming forward. He's got to leave nothing left in his gas tank. He has to empty it right now.
Eustachio looks to unload with that left hand. Oh, a nice kick to the side of Suba's head. Suba tries to come back, but it's not as snappy as the Filipino's effort. A nice jab there from Jay as well.
Jay's also turned up. Both these guys realize what's on the line here as Suba almost went upstairs with it. He glanced the head of Eustachio as he steps off. More of that footwork Rich Franklin was talking about.
Everything is just a little bit crisper, a little bit snappier from the Filipino.
I mean, these Team Lakay guys got such a huge gas tank. Their stamina is so impressive.
Couple of good right hands there, Mitch. The first one was solid. Sent Suba's head back.
Yeah, I think Suba realizes what kind of pressure he's under, and he's trying to put it on. But Eustachio's coming right back with it.
If he can reverse this 7-1 winning record that Suba has with a victory here, then Jay Eustachio has put himself right back into title contention, albeit at a different weight. His title tilt was at flyweight when he fought Adriano Moraes. He's now fighting in the bantamweight division. That one owned by Bibiano Fernandes, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialist.
I like how he lunged in with that uppercut. More explosive striking by Jay, which has made him famous in the world of mixed martial arts.
Well, he's certainly not running out of steam, is he?
No.
Third round, I should say. He looks as fresh as he did at the beginning of the fight. Eustachio has a second wind, and this crowd are thrilled by it.
Those kicks, that left hook are finding a home. He's so relaxed when he breaks away, he just kind of walks away, relaxes, composes himself.
The left hand down below his waist, that shows how relaxed he is.
But he's using it to come up with different angles, so he drops the hand, and you really know where it's coming
cut,
from.
Mitch, just above or to the side of the right eye. I think it's above the right eye. Doesn't look big, but the blood is running down, possibly into his eye, which is always a problem. It's come late on in the fight, but you can clearly see it there. Big right hand from Eustaquio. Suba slipped, I think, and bounced straight back up.
Yeah, I think that's the bottom of his eye, Steve, which is not going to impair the vision too much unless he gets put on his back. And this fight's had 0 takedowns, so I don't think it's going to go to the ground anytime soon. These two are very content to stand and see who is the better striker.
Sweet little uppercut from Eustaquio as Suba came in.
Oh, nice combination. Went to the body with the kick and then went right back downstairs to the leg.
I think you're right, Mitch. It is underneath the eye, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to make him look a little bit tougher tomorrow morning, but I don't think it's going to have any effect on the action right now.
He's not a man that really plays on looking tough, Eustaquio, but he certainly deals tough.
There's that footwork. I don't know if you guys caught that, but...
right and left hand. Very, very delightful work with the hands from Eustaquio. And Suba is looking like a beaten man. 90 seconds left. Left, right again from the Filipino. And the crowd are loving this. The Wushu star coming to the fore. Inside the final 75 seconds. He may be marked, but he's ahead on points, and Suba needs to do something very special as we approach the final minute.
Yeah, you can't. There's a good takedown by Suba. Finally changes that up. He's got 1 minute to work. There's not a lot of time. Look at Eustaquio. Beautiful transition.
And listen to the crowd, how much they enjoyed that. And I think Eustaquio is enjoying them, enjoying him. Looks up at the big screen.
That was a beautiful escape, Steve. He shrugged it with his shoulder, popped out a little bit of space.
This could be the best performance that we've seen from this 27-year-old. He's only just turned 27 last week.
Here comes the shaking. Look at his head moving. He feels it.
Oh,
this crowd is energizing him.
He's riding a wave now, isn't he? Suba goes for the takedown.
Oh, good balance by Eustaquio.
Did very well. The fight is just about over, and this crowd are going to love the decision of the judges, because I think it's going to be in favor of the man with his arms in the air. Jehe Eustaquio looking to improve his record to 8-4. Rich Franklin, do you think he's done that?
Oh, definitely. He's definitely done what he's needed to do to win this fight. It should be a unanimous decision. This round, there's been damage that's been accumulating through the fight, and this round particularly was about the damage. I think the damage started to incur on the body kicks that Eustaquio was landing, and he landed a really nice combination with about 1.5 minutes left in this round that kind of wobbled Suba. Suba got a little bit of damage, more superficial damage than anything for the cut on the eye, but once again it was just the occasional left hand or the occasional kick here and there. It's another round and you know, 15 minutes of basically Jehe controlling this fight. Unanimous decision, Jehe Eustaquio.
That's the view of Rich Franklin, and there are the Ingarot warrior dancers, and Jehe joined in for a short moment there. Somewhat invading the cage, although they are on home territory, let's face it. And yeah, Gianni Suba looks somewhat resigned. Here's the official decision with Anthony.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. And all 3 judges see it for your winner via unanimous decision, Jehe Eustaquio!
Fans love this at the Mall of Asia Arena. 8-4-0 is his new professional mixed martial arts record. He improves to 5-3 in the one champion.